Well, we were talking about mimosas.
We were talking about mimosas. We were talking about how Ysa, our next guest,
Hello.
came with mimosas to a recording. So nice.
So nice.
And she had this giant tumbler that is probably what
size
40 ounces. Is that,
I mean, it's not a giant Stanley.
I'm sorry.
by
Is that
any
like
means.
40 ounces?
No,
32.
maybe.
Yeah, it's 32. That's 32.
It's not completely full.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But there's easily like
It could be if I wanted it
yes,
to be.
exactly. So
could
she
be.
got So this is like your go-to. But the great thing about champagne and mimosas is you don't chug them.
Mm-mm.
You sip and enjoy.
Yeah.
So you don't have to. You can relax and not get shit faced. I don't know.
No, I've had some good times
Yeah.
on like bottomless mimosa brunch days.
Same.
You know, I will say this, hands down. You know, people talk about like their favorite meals. Hands down, brunch is mine. I brunch
Yeah.
hard, man. And I love brunch in Puerto Rico because like even like you go to like Trova and they have like different juices because I struggle with orange juice. I tend
Tamarind.
to get,
I love tamarind.
Tamarind
That's
is
my
my
go-to.
favorite. And tamarind is good for you.
It is.
So it's like
Cancels each other
it
out.
cancels it
Yeah.
out.
I think I actually started getting hooked on mimosas at Trova Unlimited.
Mimosa.
Mimosa brunch.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and they need just a couple more juices because I know that at coffee, I don't know if you've had the juices at coffee, but they have like soursop and then they have acerola. And let me tell you, one time
Acerola and tamarind.
I got crazy.
That's
and
good.
I had them mix half and half acerola with soursop juice. And let me tell you,
I've never tried that.
oh, you have to now. And the only thing that would make it better, champagne.
Oh,
Doesn't that just sound amazing?
Yeah, definitely.
Like that tartness of the cherry, the sweetness of the soursop, and the bubblies.
Yeah, definitely.
Num num.
I'm down for that.
See? Okay, we're gonna plan this.
Yeah.
Because brunch.
okay.
Is
I
brunch
like it.
is brunch your favorite meal?
Brunch is definitely. I love brunch. Yeah.
What's your like go to like brunch food? Like what do you?
Man, you know, I never really brunched up until Trova. So I really enjoyed I like the pizza in the morning. I don't know. I really
Pizza in
like
the morning is always good.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's but if it's gonna happen, it's like I need like a cold pizza. It needs to be like just like
leftover pizza.
leftover pizza.
Yeah.
I've done that.
This new, freshly
Yeah.
made crap. Come on, give me the old stuff.
I like the chicken and waffles there.
I love chicken and waffles, but my thing is I like the, I guess, boneless chicken and waffles. So there they do
Yeah.
bone in.
Yeah.
Although
See,
it's
yeah.
very delicious, but I just like the, I don't know. I like to cut my chicken with my waffle and just pop it in my mouth.
Oh gosh, that sounds so good right now. Oh my god, with the syrup,
Yeah.
good syrup.
And a good breading, like seasoned breading, seasoned chicken. Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
So Ysa shows up, and I'm like trying to do my Duolingo because, I got to get it in every day.
But how many freezes have you
Shush.
used?
Shush.
I'm just saying, if you really had it in every day,
It's
it's
fine.
because you had it in every day.
It's fine. I try to do every day. I've done like 2 weeks of not missing. So there's that.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing. Anyway, I
That's
was
good.
telling Ysa not to laugh at me or make fun of me.
No
'cause-
judgment.
I know. And so then we were talking about if I had like phrases that I could say here, and I'm like, no, not really. But when I was in Mexico last year, 2024, I could understand and speak to them in Mexico a little. Not like we're not like having full blown combos, but I could talk.
True enough, because when we were in Spain the other month, 2024,
Yeah.
it
Not that
was
long ago.
because they talk slower.
Yeah.
And
They aren't. It's not slang.
It's not
they
slang.
do use a lot of slang here.
It is.
Now, don't
We
get
cut
me
our
wrong.
words.
Don't cut me. don't cut me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I actually really kind of like think it's cool that because I use a ton of slang and you know in English. So who am I to judge? But I can't keep up. But the good thing is Puerto Ricans are so cool that they're like, we know.
Yeah.
So they're like, you gave it a try.
It's
It's okay. You said lo siento. You're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they also speak so fast.
So
it's
fast.
so fast. Like in Mexico, everything's slowed down. In Spain, everything's slowed down. So
Does it go that fast in your head when you're thinking the words?
I don't know. I've never really thought about it.
We'll give you a second.
Probably.
well, I think about it for us in English.
Yeah.
I feel like we can talk fast, and if you were talking to somebody that English is not their first language, you can probably speak so quickly that they don't understand.
Why do you have to bring logic into the story
Yeah,
here?
Erin.
I know
You
she's
just messed
looking
it
at me
up.
like a deer in the headlights, like I was speaking a different language.
Yeah.
So,
But when I interrupted you guys when you came down when I came down.
yeah. So Ysa was telling me about. Say the word again.
Puerto Rican Spanish?
No.
No, when you guys were talking about
The kioscas
Oh,
and the dancing.
kiosk. Oh, Chinchorreo. Chinchorreo is like a huge thing in our culture. Like every Sunday or on the weekends or on holidays, you basically just like go with your family and you go from kiosk to kiosk. Usually if you could find an area where they have lots of them, well then you just kind of hop on, get a couple fried goods. You get alcapurrias.
What do you mean by kiosk? Just like little like pop-up restaurants?
Yeah,
or
like
food
little
trucks?
restaurants. Yeah, it would be like little restaurants. Back when I was younger, the restaurants weren't as nice. So when I say kiosks, like they're just like this little place where they cook food, and it's not like probably the best looking place.
Like on the side of the road?
Yeah, on the side of the
Okay,
road,
sure,
you know?
sure.
And
Yeah.
and
Like
like
they have a couple picnic tables up.
exactly.
Mhm.
And then like you just basically you pop in there, you get some like fried goods, you get like alcapurrias or bacalaitos or whatever, and you have a couple drinks, dance, and hop on to the next one. And it's like a whole day thing, and yeah, you just have lots of fun.
So is this where you're on like the big party buses? And
They started those
Okay.
after a while. Like when it started becoming like a big thing, they just started the party buses where, you just get on a bus and the bus will take you to different chinchorros is what they call it. And yeah, you
See,
just have
that
a good
also
time.
sounds like fun.
It is.
We should do that.
It is.
Mhm.
I've done it, but not on a bus. I should definitely do it on a bus.
we should get a group.
Exactly.
That would be really
then
fun.
and let's get a camera crew to follow us
Yes.
Okay.
for our show.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can make our 6 fans really happy.
Yeah. They would love it.
We might even have
Yeah.
8 by then. We're really
Maybe.
growing.
Yeah.
I'm
We're working
just
on it.
kidding, of course. Have you listened to our show?
I have. I will be honest to you. I listened to the first episode, and then when I was talking to Erin about coming on the show, like I started kind of doing some prep, which took place today. Oh God! Because I was like on the weekend, I'm like, I'm gonna listen. I want to like kind of see who's been on, but I'm definitely interested. It's fun. It's funny. I've really enjoyed listening to the couple ones I've heard. So.
Good.
Oh, I love that.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
We feel like we're getting better,
Okay.
We're always getting better.
right?
Always.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Of course.
Yeah.
There's
Did-
always room for improvement
Yeah,
everywhere,
always.
any part of your life, anytime.
Did you prep at all, Erin, for this one? I didn't want to.
Not really.
Because I was really just super excited to have Ysa on because I've liked this chick since the moment I met her.
Yeah.
And we can talk about how we first met her. I first met Ysa. Ysa, do you remember?
Yes, I do. New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, New Year's Eve on a yacht.
On Wagner's yacht.
Oh,
And-
the
Yes.
yacht that we were on that
we
didn't know each other.
We didn't know each other. We didn't meet each other. And I swear to God, I never saw you there. You were not there.
Did I see you there?
No, you had left before I got there.
But I knew you.
Yeah,
Were
definitely.
you there just for like a little bit? that I wouldn't have, because I was pretty much talking to people the entire night.
We were there for just a little while. I feel like we went there first and we were there early.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we had another party to go to, possibly.
I feel like I met Ysa later on.
Yeah, like
and
later at night.
We were at the bar because you showed up a little
had a
later.
couple drinks.
Yes, we were at the bar and we were jibber jabbering, and I just I'm like, shit, this chick is cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I think I met Ysa very early moving here.
Yeah. I think you were like a week into having bought your place.
Yeah.
And I went there to give you guys massages.
Yeah.
When I met you, I don't think did you have?
No.
I was on the brink of.
That's what it was.
That was actually New Year's. So after that, I opened up my office in February, I think it was.
Okay.
So yeah. So that was New Year's, and I opened up in February. I was actually having a crisis that day. Throughout those couple of months, those last months before opening, I was having a crisis. And New Year's was actually one of those. I'm like, am I really going to open up my office? I don't want to. I was like,
But then you talked to me, and somehow everything.
Yes, it all,
obviously,
it just all fell into place.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I'm here to help.
Yeah.
What you do.
Yeah.
I feel like I was having a crisis when you were opening up your office too, because we were
Probably.
really sad to not have
doing the
you
house
come
calls.
to our house. But I don't mind coming to your office.
Yeah,
Like
it's a nice little getaway.
Yeah, I mean, I think at first I was like, oh, I don't want to have to do that, but now that I like it.
Yeah,
It's comfy.
I never really planned to open up my business, and it was just taking too long. It was taking too long
to get it all together.
To get it all together with like contractors and permits.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this thing where it was like, to get the permit of use to put on electricity, I needed to have a bathroom, but I needed electricity to make my bathroom. And getting contractors to work on my bathroom without electricity was a bit hard. And it was just everything.
Yeah, that's
We
a
were
little
mid-COVID, I was worried about whether or not, am I going to have to make my clients wear masks? And I knew, a lot of my people were, against masks and all this stuff. But then again, I had also, the eye of,
Right.
the community of employees and other businesses around me. So it was just there was a lot of things. And I definitely had a moment where I was just like, I don't want to do this. I'm kind of tired, because I was also I had only planned for doing house calls for 6 months, and it went on for 2 years.
Right.
So I was very, very tired. So yeah, that was a moment
that we tried to make it easier on you.
Yeah.
We bought a massage table.
Definitely.
Specifically
that's so
that
helpful.
Ysa didn't have to carry it up the stairs to our
Definitely.
house every time.
I mean, that was so sweet. When you guys mentioned that, I was like, oh man, that's really nice. I am very blessed. I have awesome clients. I can't say it enough, and I'm very grateful for that. I actually tear up on that. So,
well,
yeah.
we're grateful for you
Yeah.
because you save us all the time.
Yeah, I'll say this, and there's not a bad thing that you can say about Ysa. I've heard only good things, amazing things. So, yay.
Everybody loves her.
Everybody loves Ysa.
Yeah, I love everybody.
How could they not?
Something would be wrong with them.
Yeah,
we would
probably.
we would take them down.
We would if we had to.
Yeah.
It's 3 years, I think.
3 years in February?
Yeah, I think it was 2022 when I opened.
Okay.
I think
I mean, that
I
tracks
signed.
because we'll be here 4 years in April.
Yeah, so I signed it 2021, and I opened in 2022. So yeah.
Okay.
So it's been 3 years since I opened up, and it's going good. I'm really happy. I have Noemi with me who I've
amazing.
trained, and
She's so
she's so good. I mean, not only that, but she's just one of these people. She's just so easy to work with, and she's reliable, and she's responsible and caring, and she likes what she does. And I mean, at this point, she's probably where I was at in year 5, in just like 2-3 years, you know? So it's been really good to work with her.
Well, she has a great
yeah.
teacher too.
Yeah.
And then your mom's at the front.
I love my mom. My mom just makes my life easier.
Yeah. She's so sweet.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's the sweetest.
So what part are you from?
I'm actually like from Humacao. I've been in Humacao since I was 4. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I've never lived anywhere else other than, you know, the first 4 years of my life. I was born in New York and brought to Florida when I was a year old.
Okay.
And then from like 1 to 4, I was in Florida, Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been here ever since.
Yeah.
I went to school in town. Probably if you go into town, I've walked all of that area, you know, on foot since I was a kid. And
you're the cool local.
I am, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's very interesting, kind of like, you know, just the amount of people that come into Palmas and the different people that come into Palmas. It's been so cool, just like hearing their stories and hearing where they've been. And then I also think about it all the time, like, damn, I've been here like since I was 4, you know, and I feel fine about it. I think now I'm starting to think about maybe in 10 years I'd be ready to move somewhere else, you know, but
where would
I
you
feel
want to
okay.
go?
I don't know. I don't know.
You would just be open to it.
I would be open to
new.
moving somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere other than the U.S., I would say.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Europe maybe, or
Yeah, definitely Europe or Asia, you know. Yeah, John, he lived in Asia for 9 years.
right.
So he's pretty familiar, and he definitely wants to show me around and stuff. So I don't know. I'd be definitely open to doing some exploring.
When was it that you guys got married? It was
In March of last year, yeah.
Oh my God, it's almost a year.
I know. I'm like, it's got to be
I feel like
coming
that
up.
was yesterday.
I know.
Did you guys take a honeymoon?
We haven't yet.
So you
But
need to
I thought
go
you
on
were
a
going
honeymoon.
to.
I am. We
Yes.
are. But we just haven't been able to yet. So,
Oh, it's happening.
but it will happen for sure.
So okay, you're from Puerto Rico, basically.
Yeah, my parents,
Yeah.
my grandparents, from both sides, they were Puerto Rican, born, raised, basically, and they moved to the U.S. in, I guess, search of betterness, and at least with my grandmother and my grandfather on my mom's side, what they did was they just worked and sent money down to Puerto Rico to build their house,
Yeah.
and they had family land, so. You know, once they did that, my mom was 11 years old, and, you know, they moved my mom down to Puerto Rico, and she did not like it. And ever since she was 11, she was like, as soon as I can, I'm going to get out of here and go back.
Is it the weather or?
I think it's just the lifestyle. Yeah, she was so used to it. She's, 11,
Is it
11 years of her life living in New York, and
we totally understand that New York to island life that's a huge,
very different,
Yeah.
especially in those times. Like
yeah.
Puerto Rico is so much more advanced now than it was back then, and I think it was just a huge culture shock.
And it's only
for
getting
her.
better.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
that's crazy.
you said words before that did not. I nodded like, yeah, sure, I know what that is. But you said they were food. It was food items.
Oh, so yeah, like,
It was like-
alcapurria, bacalaito.
I just love the way. I don't have to know what she's saying.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
like,
don't ever
that
know
sounds
either.
delicious.
Yes. And
she gives me stuff, and I'm just like, okay, I'll try
that
it.
So what's the weirdest food item that you have ever tried?
in Puerto Rico.
I guess
I would
anywhere.
say it would be let me see. So the first one would be, and just because I saw how it was done from a very early age, would be morcilla, which is blood sausage.
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
But
You know-
I saw it. Like, I saw them kill the pig. I saw them clean out the guts and everything and the intestines and fill it up and use the blood and all that stuff. Like, that's how I kind of came into it. And I love it. Honestly, I can eat it. I
Do
can
you
eat
know
a couple
what's
of them.
really weird to me? And I actually have never tried blood sausage, but anybody I know who has had blood sausage has really enjoyed it. Like I know people who love it, and I don't. And I'm you know what? I'm one of those people. I won't try anything once, but I will try most things once, and I would probably try it. But I don't understand. Like, what does it taste like?
I would say it something that John's my husband. He brought to my attention is that it's very rich. So for him, he could just have a couple of bites and he's okay with it.
Because it's what's all in it?
It's blood and rice, seasoned and cooked,
blood.
And yes.
You know, and here's the thing. Like I've been doing carnivore now for like 8 weeks, and they say that you need to have more organs. Yeah. Eat the organs, and I struggle with the organs because
they're organs.
Because they're. Thank you, Erin.
Yes,
yes,
it's different.
And so thank you. but thankfully at what is it? What is it? Cabo Roja? Roja?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Cabo Rojo steaks.
Oh my gosh, they're so wonderful. By the way, I cannot say enough good things about them and what they do. And oh shoot, and I don't even remember his name now. But he was the guy who was usually there, and he was explaining to me they do it. It's like he gets me. He's like, you know what? I can actually ease you into it. We can do burgers that just have 10% heart, or do you want like 40% heart?
I agree with that.
I'm like, let's just do 10% heart so I can see what the flavor difference is like. And actually they were fine. No, but that's only 10%. So I'm debating about just going up a little bit, because at the end of the day you still want to enjoy it, but I know that they keep telling me you got to eat the organs. The organs are good for you.
It's very
and I'm like,
important, apparently. I've never really, my grandmother has made liver at some point. We've never, in my family, we've never really gotten into like organs, but I'm not a huge fan. Honestly, like a couple days ago, John was talking about, with his dad about carnivore and, the carnivore diet and everything. And he talked about eating more organs and how you can mix it up with your meat. And I'm like, that's a great idea. Just mix it up with your meat.
Yeah, you don't have to just eat.
You don't have to just
take
eat
a big bite
the
of heart.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's a good idea for me. And when you mentioned about Cabo Rojo steaks, that's so smart. If you're going to get someone into eating more organs, definitely mix it in with your meat. I would do it with sausage. I like making my own sausage. I would totally put some organs in there,
Making your own sausage. What is that even?
I don't know.
You got the casing thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we have it broke a couple months ago.
I don't know about her.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I definitely I think in the past couple of years I've resorted more to just making my own stuff, I'm not a big fan. I've never been a big fan of like buying frozen things, and I just think buying regular food and meat and making things from scratch is just better for you economically and also health-wise. So I've resorted into making my own stuff. So I love sausage, and I hate how in Puerto Rico they're not big on Italian sausage.
Yeah,
and
why is that? It is like
I
impossible
don't understand
to find here.
I don't understand it, and I hate it. And until
so
I'm just like,
I'll make your own.
Yeah, I'll make my own Italian sausage.
So can I buy some from you?
Right now, I have to buy a new machine because it broke down a couple months ago. But if you buy the meat and everything,
I thought you were going to say if you buy me the new machine.
No. I need to get a new machine because I miss it, and it's just really great. Honestly, you can use it for whatever. You can use it to grind your meat. You could use it to grind cheese.
Italian sausage is so good.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And we've mastered the recipe, and we're actually really good at it. So
that can be your next farmer's market.
Yeah, probably. Who knows?
I think that's genius.
I love it.
Yeah, I've definitely had clients kind of, I don't know if hire would be the word, but I had a client because I was talking to him about having made a lasagna with my own sausage. And of course this isn't like with the casings or anything. It's just like, you just buy the meat, grind it yourself, and put the seasonings in it.
Right.
But he was just so excited about it. I told him I made lasagna, and he paid me to make him a lasagna for a party. And that was fun. We made a really good lasagna. So
I did have one question that I had prepared.
Wow.
For Ysa.
That's one more than I did.
And I think I've actually asked her this question before because I don't know, we always chat a little bit when I'm getting a massage until I fall asleep on the table.
Oh, you're so lucky. I never fall asleep on the table.
Oh, it doesn't happen. It depends on what's
usually
happening
I'm
that
just,
day.
Usually I'm in so much pain.
Sometimes
it's just too much.
Yeah. Sometimes it's fine. And then other times I'm like, nope, I feel good. Just, make me feel better. Yeah. Tell us about like funny or interesting experience time of a client. Obviously not to be named.
Yeah.
On the table. Because there has to be like funny stories.
Oh man. Off the top of my head, I can't damn. I really hate to like bring this up, but it's the only one that comes into my mind. And I was talking
came pretty quick.
Oh God. But gas is hilarious, and I will crack up, but I will be kind about it. I won't let you hear me laugh.
You laugh on the inside.
But I mean, I will laugh on the inside, and I'm dying.
Yeah.
I'm dying, but I am massaging you, and you will never know I am dying of laughter inside.
What about stinky gas?
No, it's never happened. Thank goodness.
Do people really just let rip, or is it it's just on accident, just kind of?
Yeah, it just happens sometimes.
Peeps out.
It just peeps out, and honestly, that's
the best way to say it. Peeps out.
Yeah, it just happens.
It's just a little.
To me, the most hilarious would be when, like, let's say I've had this one client for like many, many years, right? And he's just like, clean shaven, always like a nice haircut, proper, I don't know, does something with the law. I don't know. Just like one of these people that are just like sharp,
Put together.
A person like that isn't like letting it rip all the time.
Right.
So at this point, I'm like working with this person for a couple years, more than a couple years, like almost the length of my career. And to hear that happen for the first time, because he's getting older, So it's not as easy to hold in. But this is the first and only time that's happened to him. And it was a shocker. And it made a sound. And it was just like.
Was it loud? Was it a rumble?
Did it wake him up? Did he know what happened?
Inquiring minds need to know.
No.
Can you actually demonstrate the sound?
No, I cannot.
Can I try? Can this be like that? Do you ever watch those reels, Erin? Do you ever see on the reels where it's this trend now where it says like you're in your relationship and somebody says guess my fart and then somebody go and then they fart and then they see if it matches guess my fart. So can I guess his fart?
I think at this point I don't really remember it. I just remember like dying inside. And he was so polite about it. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And I'm just like, "It's okay. It happens."
So it had to have been loud. It had to have been loud.
Yes. Like he obviously knew it happened.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I'm sorry, but it would be really funny if somebody's on the table and said to her, "Hey, Ysa, guess my fart."
No.
Great. Now Joel's going to do it.
Guess what I ate today? It's like, no. Oh, man.
The first time that she ever fired a client.
I would die, though, if Joel went there and, like...
Ripped.
No, because he could set his iFart. There's, like, a timer one. He could set it.
Oh my gosh! And wouldn't it be funny too? Because then both of them would be thinking it's the other person.
Yeah,
right. But
although he would know.
He would know.
Well, no, you just set it. No, just set it in like a phone in there during like somebody else.
No, I was saying if he set the phone up.
Yeah. Well, that's not as much fun.
Oh, so you mean like if I went before him, I could leave my phone, set the timer, and then neither of them. Well, now they're gonna know.
Yeah.
No, no. Well, no. Well,
you would never do that, Erin.
No, I wouldn't.
Erin wouldn't do it. She's too nice.
No.
That was a great question, Erin.
Oh God.
That was really good.
But
That's
yeah,
funny.
definitely. I am grateful that anytime this has happened, my client hasn't been face up, because I could definitely not hold myself, because it's just so unexpected. And
Right.
the thing is,
And you never know it's coming.
no, I don't. And that's the thing. I think that's what makes me laugh the most, is that it catches me off guard,
Right.
and it like scares me, and I laugh at my own reaction too. And it's just like, yeah, it happens, but it's not as often as you would think. I mean, I think I've had maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4, let's say 5, but I think it's just been like 3 people that have farted, loudly.
Right.
I've never really heard anyone else, honestly. I'm not really.
You know what's really funny? No matter how old I get, farts are still funny. Like, farts are still funny. Like, I had a day to myself where I was, like, best day ever, where it's, like, pajamas all day.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Farting up a storm.
No, I'm not farting. No, not farting. I'm literally on, like, just dead scrolling for, like, a couple hours. And I'll, like, every time a fart one comes on, like, some fart reel, I am just dying of laughter. Just dying. And I'm like, I'm so immature still. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, I
But,
think we
you know,
all
I
are.
like to think that it keeps me young.
Yeah. Have you heard the Fart Symphony?
No.
It's so good. It's this guy that
I
had.
love that she was like,
It's so good. No, I like also classical music. So it was actually extra funny because this guy had a fart, and he was so impressed by his fart that he recorded, and he turned it into a symphony, and it was really good.
Where do we find this?
You just YouTube it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll put a link in the show.
Yeah.
So everybody can enjoy.
I guess so.
Yeah.
And
like
in case you
Ysa.
don't know about, Joel's app, I fart.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
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 So I have a funny fart story.
I love it. This
when
makes
I-
me so happy.
When I worked at John's Manville, it's a roofing company, me and my friend, she got like a fart machine for Christmas or birthday or some present, right? And there was a woman who worked at the front desk that we adored, loved her. But she was just silly and funny and would like, she would believe anything, And so Christy and I go down there to talk to Sue at the front desk, and Christy's got the machine, and she like pushes it, and we kind of ignore it, try to ignore it, and you could tell Sue was like, "What was that?"
Oh God.
And then Christy does it again, and we kind of giggle, and then she does like we just keep doing it, and Sue has no idea what is happening. Finally, at some point, Christy and I cannot hold it in anymore, and we're just like
Busting out.
dying laughing. I mean, of course, eventually we told Sue, but I mean, we were like tears streaming down our face, about to
gosh,
pee our
that's the
pants
best.
because we were laughing
I love it.
so hard.
That's
And
the best.
and Sue was just like, once she found out, she was like, I mean, she couldn't stop laughing either because we were laughing so hard, but it was
I
really
love a
fun.
good prank.
Yeah. it
Pranks
was
are
fun.
great.
It
Farts
was-
are great. Farts are
yeah.
hysterical.
Yeah.
Burps are all right. Burps got to be done right. Like there's this going back to my date myself, which was amazing, by the way. I saw this reel. Oh my God, it was so great. Like, people today are stupid, but hysterical.
Yeah.
And
I think they've always been stupid. They just now record
they
it.
can
Yeah.
exactly.
And
They can
and
put it
share it
out
with the
there.
world.
But there's a challenge called, it's like the Sprite challenge. And what you do is you have to try to chug a can of Sprite and not burp. But nobody can do it because it's like so great. It can be actually very painful that you just let out these massive belches. But the way it comes out is so funny. This one kid, I don't even think he was doing Sprite. I think he was doing like LaCroix or something. I might be wrong.
Okay, I
but,
could do that challenge.
But he was chugging this, and then all of a sudden he freaked out. He's like, "Oh my God, it hurts. What do I do?" And then he turned around and went to like run in the other direction, but the garage door was only half open, so he knocked his head on the garage, and then he just belched really, really loud. And,
Perfect timing.
And
Oh my
I
God.
laughed.
Yeah.
I laughed at this poor schmuck who just like ran into a garage door.
Yeah, I had a friend who could burp the ABCs. She's a girl.
That's
and
impressive.
she's a kick-ass. I mean, to this day we're friends and we've talked about that. We're like, hey, when are you gonna burp the ABCs again? She's like,
some people like are talented. I can't burp like that.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
have a really good friend in Florida who can belch so loud.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
could belch.
sister.
So
I could burp on
impressively
command, I guess.
that I swear to
Yeah.
goodness, one night we were hanging out and we were like eating cherries and like spitting the pits on the lawn because that sounded like a good idea at the time and it was so much fun. And she just belched like nobody's business. And I swear to goodness, it bounced off the moon and came back.
That's awesome.
I was impressed.
That's good.
My
Yeah.
sister's a really good burper.
I like it particularly when women burp because I think we're like told we have to be all ladylike and demure and sweet and that. And then
Very
when like
demure, very
okay,
mindful.
yeah, and then like all of a sudden when you hear a girl like break out a huge belch, it's like
I don't know what that
that's
was.
a good one. Yeah,
What
good
were
for
That
you.
was like a demon.
Should we, like,
We all should burp. I can't burp right now. I used to be able to like
Do you-
burp on demand.
Do you
but
want
it
a
was mostly
LaCroix to
because
chug?
I
Do you want a LaCroix to
I
chug?
have LaCroix in
Can you
there.
chug it?
I used to drink a lot of Pepsi,
Yeah.
and if I was drinking soda, I could belch. I want to know what your first 3 jobs were.
So I did 5 years at Regal Nails in Walmart.
Oh, right.
here
I
in
knew
Macau.
that. I knew that one.
Yeah.
So you
and
do nails too?
I
No,
don't do
no.
acrylic nails. I did mani pedis, and I waxed eyebrows and I guess upper lip and
Mustache.
chins. And yeah, it was okay. Yeah.
Man, the moment that I have some, no, I remember.
I am taking this out.
I think I had like a rogue hair on my neck or something like
Yeah.
that. No, it was like on my I can't remember where it was. But my mom, we were like shopping many years ago. It was such a random thing that never came back, thank God. At least, I mean, nobody's noticed. I haven't noticed. We'll see it.
We're gonna find out where
curly
it
thing
was.
coming out of my body at some point. No, and I was shopping with my mom, and she's funny because she's got like everything in her purse, and she had like a tweezers in her purse.
Well, you do know that
And
like,
she-
tweezing in your car is the best place to tweeze.
And she apparently, and
Yeah.
she saw
Right?
it. So we're talking. She doesn't say anything. She just
She grabbed the tweezers
She just
and-
grabbed it, and she just came up to me and like grabbed it, and she's like, "That was sticking out of
That's
you."
a good mom.
I'm like, "That's a
That
very
is.
good mom." I
Yeah,
know, and
that
I'm just
is-
like.
My
How
mom wouldn't
long
be
was
able to
that
see.
hair there for? That other people were like noticing. They're like, "Oh, she's
Yeah.
got one of those wonky hairs coming out of her," you know.
Yeah. My mom wouldn't be able to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. This has been a really good conversation so far. I'm
Yeah.
liking where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
We've
too.
spent great deal amount of time on farts and burps.
Yeah.
And
I was not expecting
me
our
neither.
conversation
I
to go
wasn't-
this way, but I love that it has.
I
Yeah.
wasn't either. And I wasn't expecting this. Oh, this is a fun question. I wrote some like unique questions. This is just random questions. I
Oh.
have like a list of like podcast questions that just in case I feel like we need a segue or something that I just grab. one
What,
and
you
just
don't
go
like
with
the
it.
fart and
No, I could talk
This
about
has
it for
been good,
hours.
yeah.
I could spend a whole day. I could show you reels that I've probably sent a million of them to Erin. There was like one day when I sent her like 35 in a row.
yeah.
That's a friend.
So the next
that's
day
a
I
true
woke up.
friend.
No, it was
It was night.
it was nighttime, and Joel was like waiting to watch something on TV, and I'm laying in bed,
Just
like
seeing all the reels.
scrolling through Becky's reels that she sent me, and he's like, "Are you done yet?" And I'm like, "No,
No.
I'm only
Yeah.
like
I'm halfway
through."
there. And it's a commitment. Like you have to
I
see
think
all of
that
your
must
friends'
have-
reels, right?
That must have been the day that she sat on the couch all day.
That was
Probably.
100% that day.
Oh,
It was
okay.
100% that day in my
Yeah.
pajamas.
Sounds like it.
But
yeah.
you know, you have to take it as a compliment. If I'm sending you reels,
Oh, I
you're-
do.
You're
Yeah, I do.
special to me.
Yeah, you're a friend. That's
Yeah,
a
like,
friend.
that's
My
a-
friends do that.
That's a real friend. We don't have conversations.
No.
Yes,
No.
we do. We have that too. In fact, we have this is the cool thing about Erin and I. We have multiple conversations at the same time on different platforms.
Yes.
So the conversation that we have on text message at the same time that we have on Signal, at the same time that we have on Instagram, are 3 totally different things, but we're talking at the same time, or we're
get it,
because we got to keep these conversations.
And then every now and then
Exactly.
we just have to pick up the phone because it's like, shit. Okay,
There-
I gotta just. Can we just talk this
and
through?
and the
because
thing is Erin's like my only friend who that will happen with, where I'm just like, she'll just call me, or I'll call her.
because we don't have enough communication via phone. We have to.
Not for reals. No.
It's just so funny, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but this is important.
Yeah.
Okay. So here is a great question.
Okay.
What is the weirdest compliment that you have ever received?
I would say the weirdest one to this day would, well, maybe it's not the weirdest, but the one that pops in my head right now is that they'd like to take me home and keep them with them.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, that's really nice, but at the same time, it's like, it's okay. I mean,
Becky says that a lot.
I say that to people. Wait,
Was it Becky? Did Becky say it to you? Probably.
Did I-
I bet it
Let's
was
not
Becky.
talk
It might have been me. I say that to people, and I thought it's like,
you
oh
should
my
come
God.
stay with me at home.
No, I
I'll
usually
keep
say
you in a room, and I'm like, okay,
Oh,
that
no.
sounds
No, that's
very nice.
definitely weird.
Oh, that's not. No, that's not
Okay,
me.
that's different.
That's
Ysa.
totally
That's
different. That's
different.
totally different, Ysa.
Yes.
I make it cute and playful. I say,
I would-
"Oh my
I would
God,
maybe
you're so
be
cute!
scared
I
of
just
that
want to put you
person."
in my pocket and take
Okay.
you everywhere
Yeah.
with me."
I'd be down for that.
See,
But
I
yeah,
make it cute, not
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
I tell people like they just have to get in line
Yeah.
and fight my husband.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, that's
luck.
a much.
Yeah.
Good
That's
luck.
a much better compliment than what I've gotten.
Yeah.
My weirdest one was I literally had a man tell me many years ago, and he was kind of a country bumpkin, and he's literally said to me, "You have a purty mouth."
As he touched his belly button.
No,
Ew.
no, you have a purty mouth.
Got a pretty little
You-
mouth.
You have a purty. You have a purty mouth. No, he wasn't Southern. He wasn't Southern. He was just a country boy. But he said you have a purty mouth, and he was like a simple. He was like a farmer, like a simple guy. This is Wisconsin, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a purty mouth, and I'm like, I don't know what to say to that.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
yeah,
Okay.
like
Put your mask
I
on.
had David Rose all over my face. Like I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
okay, bye.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's
yeah.
your-
I actually have this thing where I'm like, I don't know what it is. I feel so familiar, and it's so easy for me to do like Southern accents sometimes. I mess around with John a lot, and I will say things like that to him. I'll like
You got
touch
a
his
pretty
yeah,
mouth.
I'm like, you got a pretty little mouth, and like, you know, touch his belly. I'll mess around with him. He's like, stop it, like this is not good. And I'm like, I like it. You're squirming, you know.
Oh, that's funny.
So
Do you switch up the accent to different accents?
no, I just do Southern. Southern, you know, like I think it fits with me.
British Becky comes out from time to time, but
Yeah.
especially when I'm like drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so
No, I don't experiment. I think Southern is like my home. You know.
If you could switch, like if you could change your accent to anything, and just for fun for like a day, you'd be just go with Southern.
I would go with Southern.
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
But what kind of Southern? 'Cause
Yeah, where would you
there's
be
so
from?
many different Southerns.
Well, I don't know. I think I know like one specific Southern.
Do you like to draw like an old South?
No, I like the. Oh, I don't know right now. It's like,
I like a Tennessee accent. Tennessee accents, I think, are my favorite Southern
how are
accent. That's Monica Decker. There you go. Monica Decker is.
But she doesn't really.
She doesn't really, but she does have it.
Every now and then you get it out of her.
Yeah, like it's not heavy. You know, it's just it's just a nice Southern accent.
they? Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'll have like a. I think I just like messing around, and I'll say things like that, or like I watched Ozark, and
Love that show.
yeah, and like it was. I don't even remember what the name of the husband was, but you know, the Darlene and her husband.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So he's like, Darlene. Like, you know, I like making those noises, like the rugged, you know, Southern Darlene, you know, like, you got a pretty little mouth. That, I don't know. I like that kind of accent. Yeah.
So I have a thing that if I'm talking to somebody with an accent, then I pick up their accent.
Yes. It happens.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I cannot wait for Ireland.
Oh, yeah, I probably will.
We're going to be in Ireland together,
that
and I am
happens.
going
Yeah.
to enjoy that. In fact, can we make a challenge?
Oh, God.
Can we have one of my famous challenges?
I wish that everybody could see her eyes right now.
Yes.
She's got
They're
crazy
bugging.
eyes.
Yeah.
She's not blinking. No, I do. Does our audience know about my challenges?
I don't know. I don't know if they
have
do.
this thing when I'm with like a group of friends, and
She likes to challenge people to do stupid shit.
It's not stupid.
I like that.
It's just random shit.
I like it.
You did it.
I did it.
because you.
I passed.
Erin passed with flying colors.
Yeah.
Things like I would tell somebody, you know, for the rest of the night in our group of friends, you have to speak with an accent. You cannot stop no matter what. And if anybody tries to tell you, why are you talking like that? You have to pretend like you're
You're not
talking
doing
normal.
anything.
I would forget. I would be a bad friend in that situation because I would forget. I would totally forget to do that all night.
Well, needless to say, Erin's challenge we were on a cruise ship, and one night I said to her, "You need to
Change outfits.
change outfits throughout the night."
2 or 3 times. I don't remember.
I think it was 3 times.
that'd be fun.
Three
I would do
times-
that.
3 times through the night. And if anybody tried to say anything, then you have to be like,
You have to deny it.
You have to deny it.
It's like, no, I've been
And
wearing this the whole time.
So Erin legit during dinner left, changed, came back, sat down.
Love the
later,
commitment.
Left. Went. I think she ended at one point.
One of them I put in my purse.
Yeah, in her purse.
Yes.
And
And
to the bathroom.
I went to the bathroom, changed, came back.
and she
Yeah.
did it.
I love
and
it.
she did it.
I love it.
Like she crushed it. And I'm like, oh
And
my
I think really
Yeah.
the only person who ended up knowing was Joel.
God. Yeah.
And but
Yeah.
he knew what
Yeah.
I had with me.
Shenanigans.
And yeah.
But that's just it though, Ysa. I
Yeah.
love shenanigans.
Yeah.
Like I love the silliness.
I do too.
Like
Yeah.
you need to have silliness in life because otherwise it just gets too serious.
Yeah.
You
I like
know?
scaring John. I like being like around the corner. I've always been like one of those like lurkers.
I
Like
have an idea.
I will like stay somewhere for a while and just like scare the crap out of him. I love it. Yeah, at this point, like John a while ago, I was in the kitchen. He came from somewhere and he went into the bathroom and he thought I went into the room for some reason and he thought I was going to be in the room. And when he got out of the bathroom, it was all dark and he thought for like 10 minutes and he was talking to me like, he was like, okay, you could come out now. He thought for 10 minutes I was like standing in the closet and he's just horrified to like get up. And he's like, okay, I know you're trying to trick me. And I was like, just chilling in the kitchen. But it's to this point that he will like expect it.
He's scared of
Yeah,
you.
he's just scared. He's just like, I don't know what to expect anymore. It's like, yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
You got to keep him on his toes.
exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's fun.
For people coming to Puerto Rico,
Mm-hmm.
what would you tell? Like somebody's coming to visit.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell them are just must sees?
I would say go to a river, like get some good advice on like a river to go to. Like rivers are great. I would say like a nice hike where you can see the view. Like go up into the mountains. Don't stay in town. Don't stay in Old San Juan. Go see like the actual like natural beauty Puerto Rico has.
You know, it's actually really cool that you said that. Like go to the mountains.
Yeah.
Because everybody will say, go to the beach.
That's my thing is the mountains. I mean, like I've been around the beach my whole life and I can get it. It's very strange to me when I hear people have to drive hours to go to a beach or have never seen a beach in their life. But to me, like the mountains is it. Like that's it. That's just like the pure beauty of the island.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biased opinion.
Do you have kind of a favorite area?
I would say, I don't know if it was because my family is kind of from there and I kind of grew up going there, but Galle is one of my favorite places on the island.
Where is that?
That is kind of center towards the south.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's very beautiful. Lots of vegetation.
Is that kind of near like Ponce?
Caguas. It's closer to Caguas than Ponce.
Got it.
But you definitely go through Calle to go to Ponce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's the famous pork road.
Oh,
The pork road.
So
we haven't
Calle
done that yet.
is in Pork Road. Pork Road is in Calle. Yeah.
Whatever.
Swear to God, one
I
of these
think we
times I'm
did.
going to just burp right into this. These
You
bubbles
need
are-
to because we need
No,
a
I'm
belch.
not going to. I'm
Why?
not
We
going
don't
to-
even have to say who did it. What? But everybody will know it was you. I'm probably just gonna have to insert like a
burp.
belch.
I mean, I'll do it.
I'll
If-
do it with you. If you need to burp, I'll burp
This
with you.
is
That's
a
a
friend.
friend.
I will
I
burp
know.
with you. It's okay.
I don't know what I would need to do to burp.
Drink more.
I can burp on command, so you guys tell me when you're ready.
Wait, what?
I can burp on command.
You can burp on command.
Like a real? Oh, but that's not a burp.
Oh, I guess not.
That's like
No,
that's
that
a-
was
yes. It's
that
like
was
a
definitely on command. That was a burp.
yes. Fine, it's on command. It is a burp, but it was. You know what? I'm sorry. Yes, it was a burp. It was.
It's not a belch.
It was. You're right. It's
You
not
want a belch.
I
get that.
I want a belch.
I don't think I can belch on command.
Take that out and give me something good. Like put something in. Like put something good.
A good fart sound.
Oh my God. We need to play a drinking game on this show called If That's What She Said Works.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you say that's what she said, you drink, like you get a point. Like because how many times
It's
tonight
like
have I said that?
spelunking.
It's like spelunking. We need
What
more
is spelunking?
We need more drinking games. Caving. Like looking at caves.
What is spelunking? Caving?
Going through caves.
Spelunking, caving.
Yeah.
Why does it
When-
not sound like caving?
I
I don't know.
It is.
Spelunking. So we had a
Spelunking.
drinking game on the last episode, and I think that we need a drinking game on this episode
Yeah.
too. That if I say something that where you can respond with "that's what she said," you should drink.
Okay.
You should drink.
Who's the
Because
person that drinks?
You.
Our
If I say
listeners,
that's what she
all
says?
of our listeners.
Okay.
How did you guys meet?
So he
Oh,
was
I love this
actually
story.
yeah, he was actually a client when I used to work for Edna up in the plaza, and we became really good friends. This was back in 2017, and I think probably 6 months into him being a client there, Maria happened, the hurricane, and his dad had already been coming to me for a couple months. So his dad and I had like a, kind of like a nice friendship, relationship, clientship, whatever you would call it. And he just brought John in and we just kicked it off from the get-go. So Maria happened and his dad was like one of those people in the community that was really like helping out with the people that worked in here and providing food for them so they could take hot meals to their homes. And I don't know, we just really kicked it off. And I was in a relationship for the most part of our friendship. So we were just friends basically, and we just talked silly shit to each other and kind of connected like that.
So this is interesting though, because sometimes when people are friends first, it can be a little weird to move into a different, a more romantic situation. But it wasn't for you guys.
Not in our case.
You just kind of fell right into it. It's like you guys
Yeah.
both already kind of knew.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that easy. It was definitely, I would say, at some point, I guess when I was single, we started kind of spending more time with each other. And I kind of just like went in for it. I'm like, you know what?
Did you?
We know.
Did
Yeah.
you make the first move?
Yeah.
Good job.
I mean, I was
Awesome.
drinking a bit, so it just like we just started kissing,
Did you
and
guys-
we were hanging out.
So
and
you didn't? Did you ever have like a first kind of like official date, or not really? You
Not
just kind of
really.
hung out.
Yeah, it was like
Because you're already friends.
Yeah, we were
I love
already
that.
friends. We loved being around each other, and I think what helped a lot with our situation was that we kind of friend zoned each other for a long time. So we were super goofy with each other. We said things that you would probably not tell someone you liked, if you were worried about like appearances and whatever. Like we were we were friends, you know.
But the thing about it is, he liked you the entire time.
We both liked each other probably the entire time.
Because as I've been told, men and women like can't really be friends.
Yeah, I think definitely.
You know
like
what
I
mean,
crushed
like,
on him.
right?
I definitely crushed on him. I thought he was a very nice stand-up person, and he was just highly intelligent, and I just like, I had a big admiration for him, and I still do. Like he's just like one of my favorite people on this planet. So I just had like this big respect and admiration for him, and I just enjoyed his friendship. I really did. And yeah, it just kind of like, it turned into our relationship. It was very nice. Like we get along very well, and we've been together, I would say 6 years now in June.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
I love that.
And coming up on a 1-year wedding anniversary.
1-year wedding anniversary. He's great.
Do you have any guilty pleasures?
Making weird noises. Like just randomly making weird noises at people and in home, you know, at my home.
Just
like,
at home, not
yeah,
in public?
like
do you not do it at do it at public?
I kind of do.
Come on, you're at a
but
mall.
with my people.
You're at a mall.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh yeah, now we're
Yes,
talking.
let's hear it.
Come on.
So-
you're at a mall.
I don't
go.
do this as an adult, but what I did do a couple weeks ago, I was hanging out with my childhood best friend and her sister, who I also saw grow up. She's 21 now. So she was just like, she randomly wanted to just say penis in Walmart out of nowhere. Like it could come up in a normal conversation, but you had to say it loudly. So we started doing that. Yeah. But those are my guilty pleasures.
That's amazing. I love it.
That's amazing.
I love it so much.
But, you know, it's just like silly
I
shit
want to
you
go
do.
to Walmart with you now. What's your favorite Palmas restaurant?
So I don't eat out much.
That's what I was going to
in
follow
Palmas?
up with. 'Cause
Yeah.
you cook at home.
I mean, like I cook mostly at home. Like, yeah, we do have takeout. I guess when we do get like a quick takeout, we'll do like Don Paco's in town, which is like a food truck, and it's Mexican. So birria, we usually get birria tacos. But in Palmas itself, I would say my go-to would be Pura Vida. I like their burgers there and their chicken strips. If I'm feeling fancy, I'll go to like Agustina's or something, you know, like I really like their gnocchi, and their salmon is
Salmon is phenomenal.
Yes, it's very delicious. So in Puerto Rico, I don't know if you've noticed, we overcook the shit out of our seafood.
Yes, you do.
Yes. And to me, that was very normal. That's just how you did it. And having a salmon that was medium rare was very different to me. But
Where flakes off just perfectly.
oh my goodness, it is so delicious.
It's so good.
I loved it. And I love their sauce, and I love their gnocchi.
I actually, you know, since you're kind of bringing it up, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
And this was something that actually surprised me moving to Puerto Rico. You guys don't have a very strong spice palette. Like, I feel like things aren't spicy.
No, yeah, like
there's not
food
a lot
itself. No,
you
food itself
know?
is not spicy. There's like staple things that are probably spicy, which would be
but not spicy. I'm talking about just seasonings in general. Like, a lot of times I'd go to restaurants and they'd be a little bit more bland,
okay.
which I don't mind.
Yeah.
Because then I can add what I need to add to make it so I like it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I noticed that, and I guess I just assumed that.
There would be more flavor.
Yeah.
I think so. Like, I think this is more in just like general restaurants. Like, if you go to like a true mom and pop shop, you'd probably get a lot more flavor.
I would think so. Yeah.
Or at home. If let's say, I don't know, if you have like, let's say, a cleaning lady and you get close with her and she invites you home, you for goddamn sure that food's going to be delicious, and it's going to be like well seasoned and stuff like that. Like, I think more like home cooking, it has a lot more seasoning than restaurants, because people, you know, they have different palates. So it's like, oh, it's either too salty or too bland.
Yeah.
So they kind of do like a baseline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to do rapid fire?
I'll be working on the railroad all the doo-down day. I guess that's just what pops up in my head.
Can you do that one more time with your like very rugged Southern accent, please?
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Okay. I'll be working on the railroad all the doo-darn day.
Perfect. Set the timer for
Yes.
30 seconds, please.
Okay, we are ready. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
And what's your favorite animal?
I would say capybara.
Favorite beverage?
Lemonade.
Favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving for sure.
Favorite sandwich?
I would say cubano.
Favorite hobby?
Puzzling.
Favorite dessert?
Cheesecake.
Favorite place you visited?
Orocovis.
Favorite food?
I would say pastelón.
Do you want me to keep going, Erin? Or do we stop it at... Was that really 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Dang.
God, she only got through 8 questions.
Okay, keep going.
I don't know why we set a timer. We've never not
Last time
allowed.
we extended it to 60 seconds. And then it somehow it got back to 30. So do the last two.
Okay, fine. Maybe we do 45 seconds. Favorite game?
Ooh.
Board, video, or outdoor? It doesn't matter.
Favorite game. Oh man, that's a tough one. I can't think about that one. Next for now.
Favorite app on your phone?
I don't use apps. I would say I go into Instagram a lot.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm going to throw in a random then. Just what's your favorite flower?
A lily.
There you go. What was it that you said? Did you say hobby? What did you say for hobby?
Puzzling.
Puzzling.
That's what it was.
I love that.
I know. My mom would love that too. She's
I
retired.
love doing puzzles.
And she does puzzles.
I'm a puzzler. I mean, I'm not an avid puzzler. Like I just always have to have a puzzle, but I really like puzzles and problem solving. I think that's the main thing. I like to figure shit out and, kind of work at it.
But it's not just like puzzles. Like, do you like on the table, like here is a 1,000 piece puzzle.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like those like puzzle boxes and stuff too?
I like those too. Like
Wow.
I'm very open to that. Right now, I just pulled out a 3,000 piece puzzle that I was doing a couple years ago, and we had to move, so we kind of like took it apart and put it together, now.
Yeah.
After probably 4 years of it being put away. And that one's it's a 3,000 piece puzzle on 100 Beatles songs, and it's just artwork from
wow.
That's
Beatles
really
music.
cool.
Yeah, it's really very beautiful. John actually gave it to me for, I don't remember, for maybe it was our first Christmas or my first birthday with him or something like that.
But when you're done with a puzzle, do you like do the whole like glue the back and?
I will. With this
Okay.
one, I will. I've never been able to have my own puzzle like this. And
Because I feel like you're kind of a psycho if you take the time to put together a puzzle and then you're like,
I will do
oh,
it.
that was fun, and then
No.
you take it apart and
No.
put it back in the box. Like my
No.
mother, because my mom, she does like 1 million puzzles a month because she's retired. So she's like, oh, I got a new puzzle, but then she's done. She just puts it back in the box, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, no, she's like, well, somebody else can enjoy it now. And I'm like,
Right.
no.
I do
No.
agree with that.
That-
I mean, I understand like in that situation of doing that because it's something special,
Uh-huh.
but yeah.
Yeah,
I would-
no.
I would 100% tear it up and put it back.
I think
And I might even do it again,
ugh.
depending on the puzzle.
I don't know if I could do the 3,000 piece. I could do probably like 100 piece a couple times and like put it away and everything. But a puzzle like this, I think this is like my first big puzzle on my own. Most of my
Does John do it
interaction,
too?
yes, he's
Okay.
he's not like a fan. He does it because
You
I
love
like it.
Aw.
And like right now when we pulled out this puzzle, he's just like, "Arr, it's so much. I want to get it done." And he'll like do some pieces a couple times a day. He's an organizer. He'll put
Oh.
like all the colors
That's
together.
Me, that's me too. I need
I'm more
need
visual.
the edges I
Yeah.
need the colors. I need it.
Yeah.
I like it organized.
3 things that I didn't recognize. 4 things, possibly. What did you say for sandwich?
Cubano.
Yeah, like a Cuban?
Cuban sandwich, yeah.
Okay. What did you say for dessert?
Cheesecake.
Yum.
I mean, I said that, but I think I'm more into, like, I'm a carrot cake person.
Do you know what's really funny about that?
Yeah.
This happens all the time where people just, it's like they say something just to say something.
because
like,
they were thinking about it.
But
yeah,
I was a cheesecake person for a long time when I would make my own cheesecakes. Like, I like cheesecakes that I make.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then what did you say for favorite food?
Pastelón.
Yeah.
Pastelón is basically like a lasagna, but done with plantain, so sliced plantains.
Oh, that sounds
You kind
good.
of like pre-fry it,
Okay.
and then you put like a layer of plantain. You put the meat, the cheese. If you want to put sauce, you put sauce.
What kind of sauce would you use?
I make my own sauce, like marinara.
Marinara.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marinara.
A red sauce.
I think in pastelón, it's not that necessary. Like, so it's just meat, cheese, and plantain.
Yeah.
And then on top, when you finish, you finish all the layers, you beat an egg and you pour it on top so it could keep it all together. But yeah, that's very delicious to me.
What did you say for the place you visited?
Orocovis.
And where is that?
That is in the center of the island, and I went there 2 years ago
That's why you're
with
saying
John.
go to the mountains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the mountains. The mountains are beautiful. And Orocovis is one of those places, like, it's just like mostly untouched. That's where Toro Verde is, the zip line, one of the biggest zip lines in the world.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
I haven't. No. I totally want to do it because I want to visit Orocovis more often.
Would John do it?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, Orocovis is one of my favorite places on the island, and my second favorite place would be North Carolina. I love Asheville.
Oh.
I visited it with John and his best friend, and then it's kind of become our place. I did find out, a couple months ago they went through like this huge flooding, and a lot of the places that we used to visit are kind of gone.
We were going to go there when we were in Tennessee and in that area, and
crazy thing.
we ended up not going,
Yeah.
and now I'm sad that we didn't go.
It's gorgeous. It's really
because
nice.
I had always wanted to see it, and now I feel like it's changed
Yeah.
from what.
Yeah. It probably has changed a
Yeah.
lot.
We have no idea where the conversation is going to take us.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Do you really think I was like, oh my God, Ysa's coming? Good, we can talk about farts.
And
for like
belches.
20 minutes.
Not at all.
Like 20 minutes of farts. Like,
Not at
that's
all.
No.
Amazing. I like you even more. And you know what? This happens with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like you even more
Yep.
because this is a community of incredible people.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, we're all here. We all decided to come here, and so thank you for
Yeah.
coming on the show.
Thank you for having
Everybody,
me.
if you need a massage, you
Aw.
need to see
Go
this
see
chick.
Ysa.
Thank you.
She is located right at next
By
to
Chinchorrear.
Chinchos.
Yes.
And she is incredible.
Thank you.
The best.
Yeah.
Which is funny because before when I was thinking about questions to ask her, because I see her every other
All the
week,
time, yeah.
sometimes every week, and then
Yeah.
at events and whatever. And so I'm like, I'm not going to learn anything about Ysa. I totally learned all kinds of
Yeah.
things
So
about
much.
Ysa.
It's very different, from like treatment. Because I think
Yeah.
in treatment, it's more like what the person wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's a different conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was wonderful.
I love it.
Seriously, love you. You're
Yeah,
so great.
thank you.
Thanks
Love you guys
so
too.
much.
Thank you.